Now, welcome back to the 11th HTML tutorials of learning how to code for Pidgin English. And for inside this tutorial, we're going to look at buttons. So there are three different types of button: radio button, checkbox, and normal button for inside HTML. So the first one wey we go first do now radio button. So radio button na small circular button wey you fit use to choose only one option. Radio button dey very useful if you dey try do something like objective exams, surveys or questionnaires online poll and things like that. For inside this tutorial now, to practicalize radio button, I go create just simple objective questions. So to create these simple objective questions, I go first use label. Inside my label now, I go say, how old are you? Now, this one like this, as e dey like this, I don ask question say how old are you? So I go just come here again, do input. Now, inside this input now, the type of attribute wey go change this thing to radio button na radio. So I go just type radio here. HTML too simple. I go just save this information now, go reload our website, and boom, this small box here, you don see am here. To use this radio button well well, let me just put break here. Now, to use this radio button well well now, I go come here, come add age. So to add age now, I go just say label, come put 20 here, save am, go back our website and reload it. Now you don see say we don get 20 here, but we go get multiple options because say na questions dem dey ask. So I go just come back here. I go first put break here so that I go create space, put another break so that I go create space between this submit and this label. Now I go create multiple radio button now. So I go just copy this one like this, put break here so that I go create space between these two, paste am. Instead of this one wey be 20 now, I go just put 25, put another break, paste am again. For here, I go put 15, and I go save this information like this. So go back to our website and reload our website. Now you don see say we don get multiple options like this. Say how old are you? If you be 20, you go choose your own. If you be 25, you go choose your own age. Now I tell you say, if you get multiple options, radio button na im dem dey use to choose only one option. But because say we never bind this our radio button together, you never know whether this one dey act on im own, whether this one sef dey act on im own, and this one sef dey act on im own. So we go need to bind these three options together so that when we click this one, if we wan click this one go come deselect, come click this one. If you wan click this one go deselect, come arrange this one. No be say we click this one sef go come click, this one sef go come click. So to bind these three options together like this, we come get name attribute. So for inside this place now, as e dey like this, because say the questions wey we dey ask dey related to age, so I go just put age as the name attribute here. So if I put age here, come here again, put age, come here again, tidy age for inside here, come save am. You go know say if you come reload our website like this, come choose this option, tidy this option again. So we don use that name attribute take bind this information together as e dey like this. We don use am bind am together. So e no dey possible again to choose multiple option for inside this radio button. We fit still use our for and id type wey we use to bind this information together. wey be say we no really come need to come click on top dis box gangan. Say if we click on top dis 20, the box go select. So to do dat one na exactly how we take bind our information together when we dey do our password form. So I go just come here inside the label, I go put 4, I go just put 15 here. Now inside my input I go just put ID, gather 15 put for here also. So dis 4 and dis ID must be the same. So if I save dis information like dis, before I go reload our website, so I go just come here again inside my label, put 4, put 15, I mean dis one na 25, gather 25 put for here. Come inside our input, ID, ID, gather 25 put for here also. Save dis information. Den e remain which one den e remain 20 years old. Come here, put 4, put 20 here. For inside input, put 4, put ID, put 20 here too. So wetin we use now be say we use name, dis name attribute, to bind all dis information together. Now we come dey use ID and 4 to bind both input and label of each option together. So if I come save dis information now, go to our browser, reload our browser, if we I wan make you pay at ten tion now, I no need go on top dis box now to select the box. I go just click on 20. You see say e don select, I go just click on 25 here, just click on 15 here. So we don successfully bind and build our radio box like dis. So the next type of button wey we go dey discuss now na check box. But before we discuss about check box, make I just put comment here. So we know say na button be dis. I go just call am radio button. So we know say na radio button be dis. So the next one wey we wan do now na check box. So I go just call dis one check box. So wetin be check box and how check box come take different from radio button? So when there is need for you to select multiple answers to one question, na check box dey give advantage to do dat one. So to do check box now, we go just put input. Okay, wetin I go just do now be say I go just copy dis one, dis information wey dey here so, I go just copy am. First, I go gather break put for here, and I go come under our check box now, come paste dis one inside. I go just talk say select all the options that apply to you. Inside here now, I go come ask the questions wey I go like ask. So I go just talk say make I put make I just use H3. I go just talk say select all the food wey you like. Select all the food wey you like. I can't spell select now. So wetin I go just do now be say, now inside dis input, remember say I tell you say na input sef we wan use do dis check box. So inside dis input, the type no come be radio again, the type go come be check box. So I go just put check box here. I go come here sef, dis type no be radio again, e don turn check box. I go put check box here. Dis one sef no be radio again, I go put check box in there sef. Now because say na food we dey talk about now, I go just change all these ones to food. So this one now I go put chicken, I go put rice here, I go put beans here. Make I just copy this one like this so that we go get some other plenty options wey we go just choose. So I go paste this one here sef, put this one here say na fufu. I go come here again here say put this one here say na akpu. Now because say all these options don change, I fit leave this ID and this for and ID like that, e no matter, but I no go just wan leave this one like that as e be because say this information now don dey the same with this information. Now wetin I go just put for inside this one be say I go just put fufu here, or make I just put chicken here so that e go just make sense. So if you wan do multiple selection for inside Sublime Text, when you don click on something like this 20 like this, I don click on am like this. Now I go press Ctrl D, e don select anywhere wey 20 dey, e go select am. So na multiple selection be that. I go just put chicken here. So I go just come here again, put 20, select that 25, press Ctrl D and type rice here. Okay, and here I go do Ctrl D to type beans. Here I go do Ctrl D to type fufu. Here I go do Ctrl D to type akpu. Once save this information like this, go back to our website, come reload our website here. Now you don see say we don get these options like this. Select all the food wey you like. Now e don tell us say select all the options that apply to you. So I fit select chicken here and I fit deselect chicken. I fit select and deselect, select and deselect. I fit come here, select rice, join chicken wey I don select, select beans, join everything wey I don select, select fufu, join everything, select akpu, join all the food wey I don select. And if I come like, I fit talk say okay, I no dey feel rice, I come comot rice. Okay, I go like change this, I go like change information wey dey inside here now because this name attribute now, this one na age and no be age we still dey talk about here. So wetin I go just do be say I go just come here talk say food. So I go press Ctrl D, Ctrl D, Ctrl D, Ctrl D. So e don select everything all at once for me. I go just come here talk say food. That Ctrl D dey make life dey very easy. So I go save am like this, go back to our website just to confirm say nothing don break at all. So see am, see am, see am, everything dey work fine, e dey go wenere. So the last thing wey I go like discuss for inside this tutorial now na button. Remember say before we use input, so the type of attribute wey dey inside this one now na submit, and I wetin dey change am to button be that. So if I just save this information now, go back here, reload our information, you see say we don get submit. But now I no wan make this submit dey in front of this akpu. So I go just come here, come put break here, put break here. Now you go notice say this thing e just automatically give am this name submit. No be the name wey we give am here o, no be the name wey we call am submit here. That one na the default name wey e dey give if we no specify the name of our submit button. So if I wan change am now, I go just come here talk say value, enter, then I go give am the name wey I go like make e be. So I go just talk say click me, I be button. So I go just save this information now, go back to our website, reload our website, and you go see say e don change to click me, I be button. Now the last one wey we go talk now na the normal button. So you go just talk say button for inside HTML and e go give you button. Because say this button now na pair tags, e get opening and e get closing tags. So I go just come here say this is a button. So I go just save am, come back into our website and reload it. Shey you see now? So we get click me I be button and we get this is a button. So na so e go be for inside dis tutorial. As we don discuss about button, I go see you for the next tutorial where we go continue to dey discuss about our forms.